Hey, this is Matt once again. What about 10 other videos? Another paid request, this time for Shawn. Thank you so much for that. He had requested 3 commentaries, and this is the second of the 3, and I'll do the best that I can. And for those interested in requesting pretty much any type of videos or topics, reactions, commentaries, what have you, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. Now, he wanted me to do a commentary on a film called Black Mass, which I thought I had seen, but then I got confused with a different movie. So I actually haven't seen this one. And it stars Johnny Depp. I guess it's based loosely on the story of Whitey Bulger and dealing with the Irish Mafia and the FBI. And I haven't seen this, so I don't know how much good of a commentary will be. Just be my first time reacting to it. But I'll do the best I can. It's just there might be long stretches of silence because I'm trying to listen to the dialogue and such, because I've never seen the film before. But if anyone wants to request anything, links are down below in the info box. So, came out in 2015. 3, 2, 1, pressing play. Did good reviews. Johnny Depp, I've heard, does a great job in it. So it's a Warner Brothers joint. And, what logo is that for? I don't know, it looked like an R, so I don't know what that was for. Cross Street Pictures. Never even heard of Cross Street Pictures. I've heard of Morgan Street, but not Cross Street. So, I guess kind of the opposite end of Donnie Brasco, because Donnie Brasco, he was the undercover cop going to the mafia. Now he's on the other side. I think there was a parody called Black Bass, and it was a fucking talking fish police. Old school tape recorder. That looks like the guy from the Monkees. What was his name? He just looks like one of the guys from the Monkees. I'm a believer. Hmm. Hmm. 1975. Alright, so we're in South Boston, 1975. I know this is from the same guy who directed Hostiles with Christian Bale. Oh shit. Don't mess with him. There you go. Yeah, you can already tell that was that guy you mess with. So that one guy's Jesse Plemons, who's on the TV show Friday Night Lights. Oh shit. You don't like those fat fingers. Maybe learn from Chief David from Men and Work. Never mess with a numb man's french fries. He does kind of look like Mickey from the Monkees. I mean, I already tell it has a nice vibe to it with the accents and the 70s feel aesthetic. Well, I guess if you're driving, they're hopefully not going to shoot you in the head while driving so that they don't crash. So this director did Crazy Heart with, was that Jeff Bridges? Yeah. Out of the Furnace. This movie, Hostiles. Oh, that movie, Antlers. Oh shit. What the fuck? What the fuck? What's going on here? The fuck's going on? Hell did he do? Guessing that was a rival. What the hell's gonna happen now? Oh, Joel Edgerton. Okay. So Joel Edgerton's character looked up to Johnny Depp's character. Oh, David Harbour. Hmm. Okay. Oh, that's Benedict Cumberbatch. Will later be Doctor Strange. Actually, this is before he did Doctor Strange. That was 2016. This is 2015. And Joel Edgerton, a film I liked him in was The Gift. That was an interesting movie. I mean, he was in the Thane prequel, but it wasn't his fault. It's a bad movie. It wasn't his fault. It was an unneeded movie that no one asked for, and just. So Benedict Cumberbatch is a senator whose brother is Johnny Depp's mafia character. To be honest, I was surprised this guy would get senator job with the knowledge that his brother's such a mob guy. I'm surprised by that. I mean, it's based on a true story, so I guess, there you go. And I'm not from Boston, so how the accents are sounds fine to me, but I don't know. That's up to people in Boston how they view the accents. Yeah, gone into Boston Harbor. I always see like Good Will Hunting with Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, and I think he did Ben Affleck then did The Town with him and Jeremy Renner. It's from the car. Go to the house, to the car. Go home to the bar. Open a piece of jar. Get some fit dudes in the car. I don't know why I'm trying to sound now like Arnold Schwarzenegger. So we're getting our players in place. We got Johnny Depp's character. We got a newcomer who's joined this group. We got interesting. Not every day you have a mafioso guy playing cards with his mom. Was he going to pull a switchblade and give her Colombian necktie? Surprised that the senator would actually eat Amon, his mafioso brother. Like, no one would think that was. Hmm. So, I mean, I'm sorry I'm not saying much. So far, so good. So far, I don't really have much to complain about. Um, I don't mind the look of the film. It's fun enough to me. It has a good cast. Better to see Johnny Depp here than and away from those fucking Tim Burton movies. I liked his early work with Tim Burton, Edward Scissorhands, Ed Wood. I loved Sleepy Hollow. But then we got into Alice of Wonderland and Dark Shadows and some of that shit. I'm like, my favorite Johnny Depp film is probably Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas is up there. Ed Wood is up there. I do like Sleepy Hollow. I do like What's Eating Gilbert Grape. I mean, I know it's not fair to say, but it reminds me a little bit of Goodfellas, a little bit of Donnie Brasco, a little bit, those type of movies. But I guess anything to do with the mafia and a time period movie. And there were plenty of movies before that, but just the two that popped up. Just Donnie Brasco made sense because about in because it has Johnny Depp in and stuff. See, Joel Edgerton. I forgot he was young Owen in the Star Wars prequels. I completely forgot about that. I think they had him come back in one of the episodes, of The Mandalorian, I believe, or was it that Obi-Wan show? I can't remember. Oh, of course, yeah, Bright. I actually like Bright with Will Smith and him. I like that film quite a bit. A lot of people hate it, but I like it. Hmm. Hmm. So there's this woman he's living with and this kid. Got in trouble because he got caught. Oh wow, that shot there, his eyes are just damn. That one shot when he was like looking towards like his eye just seemed more. They're just where I have the screen at, but it just looked more haunting and blue or something like that. I don't know. If nobody sees it, it didn't happen. Well, I guess in some ways, yeah, that would be true. Okay, yeah, Johnny Depp, yeah, heavy prosthetics, and wore blue contact lenses. Okay, I knew it wasn't going crazy. I thought it looked blue, like more blue than usual with Johnny Depp. Okay, blue contact lenses. Hmm. James Whitey Bulger, Boston dancer, was found dead Tuesday in his prison cell. So in 2018, it was portrayed by Johnny Depp in Black Mass. Eluded authorities for 16 years before being captured and convicted of participating in 11 murders in 2013. He was not a fan of Johnny Depp's performance. Bulger refused to meet or correspond with Johnny Depp during filming. He let his defense attorney do the talking. Let's see what it says here. Director Scott Trooper and star Johnny Depp both tried to delve into Bulger's life to understand the mob boss who uses leverage as an FBI informant to brutally take down his rivals. And he denied us. He denied he was ever an FBI informant, and that's where the film got gray. He was certainly an informant, but the question was, how much was he giving them? That guy looks familiar. Oh, I know who that is. This guy being interviewed. That's the guy in Scream. Kenny, the cameraman. Was it W. Earl Brown? That's right. Yeah, Kenny the cameraman. The guy's throat slit by Ghostface in the first Scream at the end. After Cordy Cott's Dale Weathers was away. I knew he looked familiar. I'd want a vest as well. Don't care what it makes me look like. I'll take a bulletproof vest. Hell yeah. Interesting shot. Okay. I thought I was going to keep going, but the camera was behind the windshield and had this kind of escalating score. Hey, the juice is loose. Be careful of the juice. It's going. I was thinking of that. I was just thinking of that. I mean, it was like right before he shook his hand, like, is he? Yep. Shot him back in the head. Right under the bridge. Maybe Jimmy Hoff is there. They still haven't found Jimmy Hoffa's body. I mean, even all the places and all the world and all the DNA, somehow, some way, just by chance, Jimmy Hoffa would be found. But no, to this day, Jimmy Hoffa is still missing. No one. Did the FBI have it happen? Oh, Kevin Bacon, nice. Always great to have Kevin Bacon in there. My favorite Tim Burton role is Tremors, but I've enjoyed him a lot of stuff, whether it be Hollow Man. I did enjoy him in that. Stir of Echoes is a really good one. JFK, of course, Friday the 13th he was in. Apollo 13, Few Good Men. But my favorite will always be the first Tremors movie. Why does the other guy look familiar? No, maybe you are clowns. Okay. No drugs, no Murray. There you go. And for David Harbour, I think this is before Stranger Things. Just Stranger Things was what 2016, and this is 2015. So by this point, he had done stuff like Welcome on the Tombstones. He was in that. Can't. Yeah, his plan is not to get caught, I guess. So that Steve guy is Rory Cochrane. It's the other guy I've seen in a lot of stuff. I know he was on. He was on CSI Miami for a little bit. For the first couple years. But yeah, Rory Cochrane, let's say he was in the first couple of years CSI Miami, which I'm a fan of that show. And then I know he was in Dazed and Confused, Empire Records, Standard Darkly. Argo, he was in that film that Ben Affleck directed. think he was in that film Antlers, which this director did later. But yeah, I remember him as Tim Speedle in CSI Miami. And then his character got killed off a couple years into it. Let's see, the film came out September 2015. Made $62 million in the U.S., $53 million budget, $99 million worldwide. So it wasn't like a gonzo hit. I mean, your budget's over $50 million, and you did make over $60 million U.S. It's not really guns a-blazing. Because I think marketing, movie theaters take a chunk of that change. I don't know if it really made that much money for the studio. %73% on Rotten Tomatoes. Spins a dripping yarn out of his fat-based story and leaves audiences with one of Johnny Depp's most compelling performances in years. I just say I think Johnny Depp's doing a really good job. He has a nice, dangerous edge to him. Having a good old-fashioned dinner before or after the murder, or whatever the hell is going to happen. I'm on this shenanigans. Hey lady, Merry fucking Christmas to you too. Something going on. Uh-oh. Is that the little kid? Oh yeah, isn't it like a brain disease? Yeah, Ray's disease. I swear that's like a brain disease. Let's see, what's the actual term? Rapidly worsening brain disease. Symptoms include vomiting, personality changes, confusion, seizures, and loss of consciousness. Cause is unknown. Usually begins shortly after recovery from viral infections, such as the flu. About 9% of cases of children are associated with aspirin use. Prevention is typically by avoiding the use of aspirin in children. Wow. Huh. Damn. So he's brain dead. She wants him on life support. Johnny Depp disagrees. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. So, I'm gonna reach over here and he's gonna be pissed. Super pissed. Don't stare at him, lady. He'll rip your head off. I swear for a second I thought he was going to go over there and just slap that lady in the table. Like, that's the thing with a lot of these, like, based on a true story. You always, in the back of your head, go, well, how true is it? Like, what's embellished? Because a lot of true stories are very much embellished for a movie. Like, someone mentioned, like, I guess Ward Cochran's character was not this sort of sorrowful guy, filled with sorrow type of guy that he loved killing. You know, someone says Johnny Depp wasn't really liked because Whitey Bulger, he said, well, he never cursed at us. He never yelled at us. That didn't seem like him at all. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Is that Peter Sarsgaard? Yeah, I think that was Peter Sarsgaard, who was in Green Lantern and quite a few other movies. Can't really blame Kevin Bacon's reasoning. Make us look like a bunch of fools and you're fucking around. Give him a little bit of info. Dan, sorry I'm not saying anything. I'm just not minding the movie. I just don't really have much to say. Just, damn, that's a fucking Bidbird yellow van. Bit far from inconspicuous. Goddamn. Bidbird's van over there. I mean, I don't know if this film needs to be 2 hours long, but yeah, that is Peter Sarsgaard. Like I said, in that whole scene there, like you see that certain sense of danger is from Johnny Depp's character. Take the fucking money. Take the fucking money. Oh, that guy's gonna get killed. Oh, the Kenny from Stream. Really? Out here in public? Oh, shit. Watch out. Behind you, dude. Ooh. Of course, the FBI bending the truth, bending the law, bending so far back, just shoved up his own ass. Same with his cornhole in prison. Where the fuck happened to him? So what, he thinks he's going to get the blame for it? Maybe, I don't know. I think this actor's Adam Scott. I think I've seen another stuff, but I don't know what it is off the top of my head. Oh shit. Why the fuck? Oh, okay, so he's now a damn informant. This is one of those movies I will say, though, the more I watch it, I'm not mind the film, but if it wasn't for the cast, I don't know how interested I would be in the film. Meaning, this feels like just. I know it's stupid to say that, because I just say that for plenty of other movies and genres. Slasher films, kung fu movies, martial arts movies, one man army movies. But it feels like this is the type of film you've seen done over and over and over again. But I guess it's like with a lot of movies. You'll see it done before, but in this case, depends on the acting performances and the cast and the dialogue. Of course, Joel Edgerton, he wants to keep this informant stuff going with Johnny Depp's character. Let's see. So, awards. It was nominated. It won Santa Barbara International Film Festival. Johnny Depp won. It was nominated for Best Film at the Satellite Awards. What the fuck are the Satellite Awards? Presented by the International Press Academy. The Saturn Awards. Why is Black Mass even best thriller film? Would you even call this a thriller? It was nominated, didn't win. Screen Actors Guild Award, Johnny Depp was nominated, didn't win. Washington, D.C. Area Film Critics Association, Johnny Depp was nominated, but didn't win. He won the Palm Springs International Film Festival Award. And the Critics Movie Choice Award, he was nominated, but didn't win. Lindsay Kimball, people believe Johnny Depp deserved an Academy Award nomination for his performance. Was surprised his name was excluded from list of nominees. He's gonna spill the beans on Peter Sarsgaard. Too bad, too fucking sad. Yeah, you already know how that conversation takes place. You don't need any words for it. Well, here we go. He's dead as fuck. Yep. Ooh. Yep, there you go. Oh shit. There you go. There you go. Of course, in the days before the technology really made it apparent, you wouldn't try to do this shit nowadays, because you'd be caught in 10 different ways. It's a good question. Kevin Bacon's got a point. So looking at the trivia, many of the murder scenes were shot in the locations where the real-life murders took place. With Okay. There you go. Yeah, there you go. There you go. So James Bulger, the character that Johnny Depp's based it on, like I said, was killed October 2018. He was in a wheelchair, had been at the U.S. Penitentiary at Hazleton near Brewston, West Virginia. Less than a day, he was beaten to death by multiple inmates armed with a sock-wrapped padlock and a shiv. Jesus. Studio 54 type of damn party. Shit. All the disco life there. The corruption of John Connolly, the FBI agent. Knowing that killings are being done, still letting it go on. Yep. Gold wash and the whole shebang. So according to Scott Cooper, the original runtime for them was close to 3 hours. It's cut down due to the pacing issues. Yeah, I don't know this. Yeah, the movie didn't need to be 3 hours. There are probably other people are surprised that Johnny Depp didn't get any Oscar nominations for this. Yeah, although to be honest, I don't know what year. I mean, what other nominees were that year? Let's see if I can look that up. Some of this religious stuff going on. Let's see if I can look that up. Let's see. Leonardo DiCaprio, The Revenant, Bryan Cranston, Trumbo, Matt Damon, The Martian, Michael Fassbender, Steve Jobs, Eddie Redmayne, The Danish Girl. Hmm. 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 So his son died, his mom died, and he's outright off the fucking reservation now. Hmm. I will say I'm starting to feel the pacing issues about now because kind of like me going not where it's going because I know where well I could figure where it's going. It's going to go up shit creek, but still it's like Sure feels like taking a bit to get there. Beautiful looking lady. Oh no. Tell where the hell this is going. She's doing a good job. I do like this actress. I don't know her name, but she definitely has a sweet nature to her. She definitely has a sweet nature to her. I have a feeling what's going on is going to be real bad. Oh shit. This ain't going to end well. I like the director's doing here. There's a... Like, you know something's going to happen. It's just a matter of when. Kind of like a horror film. You just see how, like, completely derailed this guy's mindset is, in a way, but not too over the top. His demeanor, the way he's asking these questions. And the thing is that she's probably was telling the truth too. Like she didn't say anything and they still did it, so. Just the way it is, I guess. Imagine if he went up and just shot Johnny Depp's character in the face. Boom. Imagine that. Yeah, pretty much. Damn straight. Obviously, you see his behavior changing more and more, and so now some of these people are gonna maybe be less and less inclined. I think another weird thing about this film, the more I'm watching it, is how certain characters kind of either disappear, or you think the role's a lot. You think the role's gonna be bigger than it really is. Like the way it begins is this guy that, oh yeah, looks like the guy from the Monties. Was it Wheats? And he's been like almost completely forgotten. Again, it's like he's been completely forgotten. And like the whole Benedict Cumberbatch as a senator. So far, we haven't even got a great idea of how, as a senator, he feels about his brother being in the mafia business and overhearing this, overhearing that. It does have some interesting pieces of dialogue and scenes like this where I think you just see more and more of how this guy's mind is crumbling. Of you give up a family secret of a food easily. What else? What other secrets do you give up easily? And this is a character just going to become much and much and much more hostile. Yeah, this guy's just nuts. Maybe you should invite a crazy fucking psycho into your fucking house. That would be nice, you know? Just saying, that would be a smart decision. Invite some fucking psycho into your fucking house. I mean, just saying. Man, this fucking character, man, just doesn't give a shit. Another man's wife, he's just feeling her up. So, oh, you sick, huh? You don't feel so sick to me. Definitely one of the scummiest characters Johnny Depp has ever played. At this point, just oozing of evil. Right out of every fucking pore. Yeah, I think by this point, either you tell her husband, do something about it, or we're divorced. Fuck this shit. Consider this a divorce, pal. I think Joel Edgerton's character will be hearing that pretty soon. Yeah, like what happened to that Wheats character, the new guy? It seemed like he'd be at the very beginning, be a bigger part. Then he's disappeared. Uh, Benedict Cumberbatch, he just pops up every once in a blue moon. Seems like he'd be a bigger character than he is. Do we ever see his girlfriend or wife, whatever, again? Or I mean, I guess after the what happened to the son, she's out of the picture. I guess. Joel Edgerton trying to butter himself up, and it ain't working for this guy. He's like, I don't give a fuck about your goddamn bullshit. I recognize this guy. This is the guy that was Yellowjacket in Ant-Man, and in that fucking MODOK, whatever the fuck they did with that character, and Yellowjacket became MODOK in Ant-Man and the 3, Ant-Man and Quantumania, Ant-Man the Wasp Quantumania, just that terrible shit. Does I vaguely remember MODOK in the comments, and they completely fucked that up, and just ridiculous, silly, stupid, eyesore, fucking awful. I didn't say. Was it Hustle, Loyalty, Respect? Was it fucking John Cena? What do you expect? Your brother's this bit fucking. So other informants had gotten. Hmm. So only thing from this guy was the stuff other informants already said weeks and months prior. Copy and repeat. It's all crumbling down. It's all going to be in deep shit. Oh, there's that guy. Been a long time since we've seen that character. Again, I'm sorry that I haven't really talked much to Shawn because he's the one who requested this, but like I said, it's my first time watching it. I don't want to. It's a very dialogue heavy film, and I don't want to talk over it. I want to listen to it. So yeah, the thing with Joel Edgerton's character, there's never any point that he has any doubts or any regrets or any am I doing the right thing? Any hesitation? Now, maybe that was the case in real life. Maybe the real guy never had that, but I don't know. You think there'd be at least some kind of... Is this the right way to go? I think you've just been evicted or divorced. I think you just got divorced, buddy. It means you have shit creeked without a paddle. See, now it seems like trying to be more about Joel Edgerton's character now. And I don't know if he did. Does, like, you don't really get too much deep into some of the other characters. I mean, this thing, it's a 2 hour movie, and like, other than Johnny Depp's character, like, you know, Roy Cochran, I don't know, you don't really know much about him, and even this Wheats guy, like, you think he's going to be a major character at the very beginning, he kind of disappears in the background. Roy Cochran, it's like, okay, there's a little bit about him, and then he kind of in there in the peripheral vision. Like, between David Harbour talking with Joel Edgerton and that scene with the dinner table, it made me go, wait a minute, when did David Harbour know that with Joel Edgerton, like, it wasn't all in the up and up? I almost, like, forgot the scene where David Harbour's like, this could be interesting as well, or, you know what, I could get behind what you're doing this, or I don't know, is this really the right thing to do, Joel Edgerton? Like, the temptation of David Harbour being tempted by Joel Edgerton, or being tempted by Johnny Depp to fall into his little hole that they're in right now. I mean, when did David Harbour do that? The Boston Globe. She want to meet in a public place like this? Well, obviously, there's bullshit because it's been found out as this guy who told. The FBI. Behind the bar. FBI informant, 1975. Good, you deserve it, you... Not talking about Johnny Depp, I'm talking about the character. You deserve it, you piece of shit. You're the biggest liar. The biggest liar is the guy in the mirror, buddy. It's all crumbling down. It's your own fault, Joel Edgerton. Your own fucking fault. Turn a blind eye to all this bullshit. Maybe that is somewhat effective with the film, where if there was a 3-hour cut movie... I mean, there's a lot of movies that have had longer cuts. I mean, First Blood, for I understand it, a much longer cut. Same with like Bloodsport and other movies, and yet they work very well in their fast-paced 90, 100-minute running times. So I mean, we're getting to a close. We're like 12 minutes left, and some of that's going to be end credits. I would say overall, I didn't mind the film. Overall, I liked it, mainly for the cast. Johnny Depp did a very good job in his performance. So did Joel. You got Joel Edgerton, Tim Bacon. Hmm. Hmm. There you go. Dig your own grave. Like I said, overall, it's not a bad movie. It's a pretty decent film. I did enjoy it for what it was. And yeah, it just feels in 1995, James left Boston for the final time. In the years following, reported sightings placed him around the globe. For dealing information against Boulder, Kevin Weiss received a reduced sentence of 5 years in federal prison. After agreeing to a plea bargain, John served a reduced prison sentence of 12 years. He and Kevin Weiss both walk the streets of Boston today. David Harbour's character granted immunity for his crimes in exchange for his cooperation and testimony against his friend and colleague John Connolly. Stephen Roy Cochran pleaded guilty to 10 murders and is currently serving a life sentence in an undisclosed location. Billy left the state senate and became chancellor of blah 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 Massachusetts. He was forced to resign when it was revealed that he'd been in touch with his fugitive brother. John Connolly elected not to testify against Boulder and was convicted of second-degree murder and the death of John Callahan. He was sentenced to 40 years in prison. Isn't that crazy, though? So, W. Earl Brown, that guy, Kenny, the cameraman from Scream, actually murdered people 12 years. Let's see, 2011, after 12 years on the FBI's most wanted list, an anonymous tip led to the arrest of James Boulder in Santa Monica, California. And then, from what I understand, 2018, he was killed in prison. sentence to 2 consecutive life sentences plus 5 years for the deaths of at least 11 people. See, I don't understand that. Like, 2 consecutive life sentences and then another 5 years. I'm like, just say life sentence in prison. Like, why does it have to be this technicality of, well, it's 2 consecutive life sentences? I mean, that'd be like, okay, he dies, he's reincarnated, and as soon as he's born, it goes right to jail. It's like, you know what? I mean, think about it. When you die and you're reincarnated, when you're a baby, hey, here's a pacifier, here's a jail cell, and here's a toilet paper. You don't even get diapers. I know you're 1 day old, but you don't learn to wipe your ass, boy. So, but I was saying, yeah, it's also like Joel Edgerton's character. That guy deserved jail time, but he gets 40 years. But a guy we literally saw someone murder someone, he gets 12 years. Obviously, because of plea bargains and stuff. To give incentive for other people in the future to do the same. So think about that. Someone who actually pulled the trigger and murdered someone, they're walking around free now. But someone who didn't pull the trigger, but just still did by turn the other cheek, still in prison. So. But, yeah, overall, I didn't mind the movie. Again, well acted. That's definitely the best part of the movie, the acting, the cast. The direction was fine enough for me. Again, because there's so many characters, there are times where some get lost along the way. Like David Harbour, the whole thing between him with Joel Edgerton, and then now him learning like everybody else about we're going to work with this Whitey Bulger guy, and then like when did he fully become with Joel Edgerton's character? Like I didn't even realize that was the case until that dinner scene happened. I'm like, okay, I guess he knows a lot more about this. So it seemed like there was a bit more David Harbour's character that maybe was on the cutting room floor. Kevin Bacon, I don't know if he was a bit more into his character was a bit more into the finding out the truth about this. Maybe it wasn't in real life. Like I said, the Wheats character, he's this newcomer brought up at the beginning of the film, and then he kind of like disappears for good chunks of it. And after like 40 minutes, oh, by the way, he's still in this movie. So that's what I mean. There's some people that just disappear, like Benedict Cumberbatch. Like, oh yeah, he's the brother character, and then it's like a lot of characters like they try and just disappear, or like, oh yeah, I forgot he's in this. So it has a bit of that weird, I don't know if I want to say flow, but that something that just, I don't know how else to put it. So, you know, I wouldn't call it a great movie. Also, the pacing, you know, there was a little bit sluggish pacing from time to time. Like, Goodfellas is a lot longer, but I never felt the pacing problems in that. But, yeah, this a little bit. But it's the cast and Johnny Depp's performance make it at least worth a watch. So I will say that. Overall, I didn't mind it. Sorry I didn't say much. It was just me trying to listen to the dialogue and not talk over and be like, what's going on? If you had shut up and heard, you would know. So, but thanks once again to Shawn. Take care, man, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.